Welcome back to Nevada Live. I'm Sam Hardt here with Esther Isaac. Esther, where are we?
We're in the National Automobile Museum, the Harrah collection.
Wow, and what a collection it is.
Yeah.
Really quick history. Where did all these cars come from?
Well, these cars originally came from Bill Harrah's private collection that he had, and when he passed away in 1978, he had over 1,400 cars in that collection. And we ended up with
you guys don't
175
have all
of them.
those. Okay,
175,
wow.
yeah.
So it's still a pretty decent amount.
And we got the real prime pieces, the one-of-a-kinds, the experimental cars, really good examples of the automobile and as it relates to American society.
So with all of the, he donated 175, now you have in collection?
About 220.
Okay, so out of the 220 cars, what's the age range?
Our oldest car is an 1892 Fillion, a little steam engine.
Wow.
And I think we go into the 70s. Actually, I think we have a couple cars in the early 80s.
Oh, very cool. So you come to the museum, you get the opportunity to really walk around and see not only a little bit of culture, but history as it was created.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this whole museum is set up to educate people about the automobile as it relates to American society. Now, that sounds a little, it could be a little boring for some people, but it's really very interesting when you look at how the cars were built and the different designs that they had. And the museum is set up in period street scenes. It's a little interesting. You come through here, you don't feel like you're in a warehouse full of automobiles.
You actually get some history with the car as it pertained when it was actually functional.
Exactly.
Wow.
We have audio tours that are part of the price of admission, so you can get as much or as little as you want. You can wander about.
When you say audio tours, it's not wandering around with a guide having them
Well,
tell
we
you
also
what's-
have guided tours. Once a day we have a guided tour, but you have an MP3 player and a little headphone, and you plug in the numbers, and you get the information of the cars you're interested in.
So you can go at your pace, your style. You really get to be selective of what you want to learn about that day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tremendous.
Yeah. And this museum is one of the top 10 automobile museums in the country. We really have quite a gem in downtown Reno. And a lot of people know that we're here, but you don't give yourself the opportunity to come down and visit. And it's a lovely way to spend an afternoon with your family.
Yeah. Well, so the location is really close to the Art Center of downtown Reno.
Absolutely.
Another way to just really find out what's in your own backyard.
Right. We're right on the Trukee River, so you could come down, you could stroll along, you could do a little picnic, you could go to Wingfield Park and come and spend a few hours here.
So not only can you just come in and hang out and learn, but there's a lot of other culture right around the neighborhood.
Yes, there are.
What else does the museum offer aside from just coming and getting to see culture and history?
We've got films that you can see to get a little bit more information. We have ongoing changing exhibits. So about twice a year we have a couple of our exhibits that change. So even if you've been here, you come back and you learn something new, you see something different.
What kind of exhibits are you rotating through?
Right now we have automotive art from a collector here in town, Bill Janowski. It's his private collection of automotive art. And there's some beautiful pieces.
Again, a local artist coming in and
Right. Well, I don't know if it's a local artist, but it's a collector that's here local.
Okay. Oh, great.
We also have lavish landaules, which are chauffeur-driven cars from the 20s and 30s, and they're just beautiful representations of how people used to live. And,
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So you have an opportunity to come and look at not just cars, but some of the other art involved with automobiles.
Correct.
You have events.
We do events. We do a variety of events. You can actually rent the museum to bring your event here if you want to do a birthday party, anniversary party, or a wedding. We even do weddings here, and we also do our own events here in the museum. But it's air-conditioned comfort during the summer and heated in the winter, so it's a real fun place to have a party.
Yeah. One of my friends says they have their business party every Christmas. They come in here and they just have a blast.
Yeah, it's a great way to. You get the entertainment as part of your party. You're not just in the box.
Yeah.
It's a fun way to spend the evening.
Esther, tell me. There's famous cars, famous names. What are just some real quick names of some of the cars you're going to see when you come in here?
Well, we have a 1953 Corvette that was owned by John Wayne. And we have a car, one of Cadillac, owned by Elvis Presley. And we have a really lovely car called a Ghia, which was owned by Frank Sinatra. And so we actually have probably a dozen or more cars that were owned by famous people.
And I'm sure a lot of them have been on movie sets and seen. So you were telling me about the huge
the flying Caduceus.
Yeah, on the world's fastest Indian. So just a neat way to come in and really get some culture. What an opportunity to just in your own backyard come in and learn all about automobile history. This is great. Esther, I appreciate your time. I will definitely be back.
Yeah.
And you need to come right back with Nevada Live. I'm Sam Hardt.